And these good friends perfectly in sync as they race through home run. Peter's got a 3-inch height advantage, but Riley Porter matching him move for move.
Wow, look at them linking.
Ooh, nice linkage. That was dead even off of there.
Yeah, I like that one.
Hello and welcome to SLCS Speaks, where we highlight the great students, staff, and events happening in and around South Lyon Community Schools. My name is Brian Toth. I'm one of our assistant superintendents, joined as always by our superintendent, Mr. Archibald.
Good morning.
Good morning. And today we're very excited to have a South Lyon High School senior, Riley Porter, with us. Riley, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And how is the senior year going? It's a big week here, homecoming week, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I'm really excited for senior homecoming. Spirit Week's going good so far, for sure.
Great. And some people may recognize you or know you a little bit because you are famous somewhat from American Ninja Warrior. For those that are watching that have no idea what that is, what is it like to be a contestant or part of the American Ninja Warrior process?
Yeah, so for competing on the show, obviously it's just an obstacle course that we go through. There's a lot of training leading up to it, and then for filming we do interviews and B-roll and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a really fun experience.
Now, you just said just an obstacle course. Now, we know better than that. So tell it, what is it like? I mean, how much do you know in advance about what obstacles you're going to encounter? How do you prepare for them? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so some of the obstacles are similar from course to course, but they switch them up a lot on us, and that's the thing, they try to keep the course a secret beforehand, so that way you kind of just have to practice a little bit of everything and hope that you're well enough prepared for it.
And are you seeing things, do you get a practice run? It's a matter of when you're standing up there and being introduced or whatever.
Yeah, so they do a walkthrough.
Okay.
And it's kind of just we walk alongside the course and look at the obstacles. Occasionally, if there is one obstacle that's really difficult, we will get to try it, but most of the time, we're fresh on the course and you just kind of have to figure it out as you go.
Okay. And how much do you, when you're with your fellow competitors, how much are you, obviously you're competing against each other, but how much are you working with each other in terms of,
A lot, for sure. I feel we do more working together than competing against each other. Just because the way the sport is set up, it's not exactly you against the other people, it's more you against the obstacles you're completing. Okay. So I feel that's just a better mindset to come at it with.
Okay, nice.
Is there one obstacle that is more fun than the others, and is there one obstacle that you have found to be so challenging or more challenging than others?
I feel I might be a little different in saying this, but I like the obstacles that are more long upper body obstacles, just because I know I can work my way through them eventually. In comparison to the obstacles that are more tricky and it's oh, you could fall off it easily. I don't know, I just like something that's more consistent, and I know I just gotta fight through it, but I can get through the obstacle.
Gotcha. What inspired you to want to do this when you were maybe 5, 6? How did you get involved?
I was 9 years old, and I had done some little classes at a CrossFit gym, but then they started up, it was called Iron Grip Ninja. That's my first gym I was training at. I did my 10th birthday party there, and then kind of just after that, I did a summer camp, and then they asked me to be on their competition team from there.
And in some of these, if you aren't successful in the obstacle, you fall into water, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is it cold? Is it warm?
It's freezing.
Is it really?
Because all the filming's at night too.
Okay.
So even in Vegas, LA, where we were, it's still it gets windy and cold, and then just falling in the water.
Okay.
It's not really fun. They throw you a towel right after because you're so cold.
And what's it like competing though on a national stage like that? Because I imagine there's a lot that we don't see watching it on TV that's happening around you. How do you stay so focused?
You kind of gotta tell yourself it's not a national stage. You don't really want to think about that part of it, just because it psychs you out. And I mean, I compete in local competitions, and then there's other leagues that I do. There's a pro league, or there's a pro league that I do called National or Ninja Sport Network, and that one's kind of similar, except for it's not as much of the cameras. It's just live streamed on YouTube. It's not actually, but I just gotta think about it's one of those competitions. It's not actually a big stage.
Now, Mr. Toth and I both think we're athletes, right?
Sure.
It's still in our minds. But I mean, for you, that combination of athleticism in terms of strength, power, agility is phenomenal. But you're also pretty amazing in the classroom, correct? National Honor Society, and
yes.
so.
Yeah, I feel it's a balance between like school and sports for sure.
Is school much easier now that you've gone through all of this? Like, talking in class is probably not very hard for you when you've got on the stage.
It's less stressful for sure. It's like my words will have less of an impact, like not on like a national level, obviously. So, yeah.
What do you see yourself doing? Because this is your senior year, so you'll be heading out of South Lyon Community Schools after this year. What do you have on the future?
I definitely want to attend university. I'm thinking of majoring in biotechnology, just so that I can get in like some research and field work, and kind of see where it takes me.
Gotcha. Well, that's awesome. It's been great talking to you, and we love watching you, and hopefully things will continue to go great for you. We like to end our show or our podcast with the fun fact. Before that, though, Mr. Archibald, anything you wanted to throw back Riley's way or ask any final questions?
Just, Riley, it's a pleasure to meet you in person. I've had the opportunity, I know, to shake your hand a few times coming across the stage for honors, but to talk with you in person is exciting. And again, your success both in the Ninja Warrior stage, in the classroom, you're a phenomenal young lady, and I wish you nothing but success in the future.
Thank you.
Right on. So, Mr. Archibald, any fun facts about you that A, we haven't hit, or B, that somewhat focus on Ninja Warrior?
I do not have anything. You got me speechless because I feel at times I start to expose too much of myself. But I have no Ninja Warrior experience, nor do I anticipate any in the future. So.
You should try it sometime.
That would be kind of fun. Maybe we'll do a separate episode of just.
That would be awesome.
That would probably be more like a blooper reel. But I'm game. I'm game.
You heard it, Riley. We'll hold it to it.
That's right.
How about you, Riley? Any fun facts about yourself that you can think of?
I guess the most interesting one is like during, or like kind of the summer after the COVID like shutdown and stuff, my family went on like a 1-month road trip. So we were away from our house for a whole month. We went out west. I think we toured like 17 states, I think was our number.
Wow.
But
awesome.
That's fantastic.
Very cool.
A lot of good memories there, probably.
yes,
For
definitely.
sure. Well, keep up the great work here. Have a wonderful time this homecoming week, and we'll keep an eye on you, and hopefully great things come your way.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on SLCS Speaks. We'll see you next time.
All right, now behind. Oh, my. And they're being very aggressive, especially Riley Porter.
Porter said she was going to have to run a fast race, and she's doing it. Both these girls still in high school, but showing such poise in a huge moment.
Porter is not letting up. She wants to keep that pressure on Emily
I
Keener.
am so impressed with these 15-year-olds. What great races they're running, pushing each other. And now Keener moves ahead. Both of them fighting hard for that spot in Vegas.
Back and forth.
Oh, Keener falls. So Riley Porter gets the win, and she's finished.